Okay, so this is Guinea's VOD. I'm not actually sure what class it is or what I'm watching right now, but we'll find out. It looks like a Roadhog. Though, who knows? There's a Platinum VOD on Ilios with a Diva. This is probably like one of the few maps where I think Diva is actually fine. Like, most games I'm not a fan of Diva, but... she's good on Ilios for sure. That Diva's fine, man. Ding, ding, ding. Just wait. Okay, so pretty much you're the only tank, I guess. I mean, you have a Roadhog, but I don't really consider Roadhog a tank. Roadhog is like a DPS with a lot of health. You missed the basket, so that's something you should work on. Your comp's not bad, actually. What makes Diva fine on this map? She's just really mobile, and there's a lot of corners. Like, Diva's really good if you can hide, kind of. Like, you need somewhere to back up to. You're running Mei Diva. Like, Mei Diva is definitely good. Right off the bat, you shouldn't really try to go out somewhere that your team's not going to go. Most fights happen right at the beginning here on this health pack, so you need to like worry about getting to that health pack. Both teams are running a Mei, which is interesting. You're being way too passive right now, like straight up way too passive. You're playing like the tankiest hero in the game, arguably. You should definitely be farther up, like in front of your team, because you're not actually able to block any damage. Focusing the Pharah is definitely good though, but in that initial engagement, you definitely want it to be closer up, because all you did was like kind of bait your team there, and then they can't really back you up. You don't really have the best health. You could probably win that fight with the Zarya too. But you're gonna build ult pretty fast here, which is good. Your teammates seem to have like made up for the fact that you were really passive and like played around it pretty well. I think your Mei went nuts. You gonna drink with me? Maybe, dude. Probably. I mean, I say maybe, but probably. I'll see everyone at BlizzCon, man. You're playing... Alright, let's just talk for a second, because you're playing Diva into a very, very difficult lineup to play Diva against. Like, they have a Mei, and they have a Zarya. And I think Mei and Zarya, and a Winston... I mean, Winston's not good against Diva, but you can't really kill each other, generally speaking. So right off the bat, you have a pretty rough time in this game. I don't want to say, like, switch off Diva, but I would say Diva is definitely not the most optimal hero to be playing right now. So the fact that you're still alive this long is very good. But I would have preferred you to like still again in the beginning to have like done more, I guess. Did you just fly inside a graviton? Yeah, everyone had ult really fast there. That was weird. Like there was a graviton up already, but that was because you're playing Diva, so she just got graviton super fast. And then there's the fact that the Winston, I guess, did a shit ton of damage at the beginning. But I'm not actually sure how the Winston got ult that fast. That was a pretty fast ult. I was dead. You're playing pretty well though. I mean, in terms of just staying alive and like knowing your boundaries, you're not like taking too much damage. You're not like trying to engage heroes that you can't engage. I think you walked into the Mei Blizzard there, but I didn't see it to be honest. So maybe I don't think that's a crazy mistake. I wouldn't ult here. You could have definitely just man fought that Winston. Like your team was behind you and you had like the Reaper and stuff. That ult was like a little bit over the top. I'm pretty sure a Harmony Orb Diva can definitely kill a Winston from like if they're both like half health shooting each other. So I don't think you need to pop the ult here. Like they're already down. You just killed both of their healers. You don't need to worry about doing anything with your ult. Just not the best usage of it, I guess. Not that I would say that it's easy to get a good ult off in general, but I would have waited until there was more chaos that you could like control. They have gone for Lucio while Mei got the Zenyatta. I don't think so, because the Zenyatta had sound barrier, so she had to like, if you had help, like maybe the Zenyatta had trans and you didn't know that, and if you didn't do that damage, then the Zenyatta gets trans off. It's a completely different fight. So I would say that it was fine that he killed the Zenyatta. I think Zenyatta is probably like one of the heroes that you want to kill first 9 times out of 10, because like Transcendence is such a game-changing ability.
I think they got
I mean, even games where you win, you can still learn from, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Like, I don't mind stomps. They're not like stomping here. Like honestly, it's really hard to find good games in Overwatch. Like, how many times do you guys actually get close games on Koth or something? Like, it's very limited. The thing is, though, that, like, I would say at lower levels, the team that wins the fight first has a massive advantage because teams have a really hard time retaking the point. Is it just me or is the screen super bright? I don't know. I don't think so. You're running like 3 tanks, no Zarya, yeah. Like, this is... So dead instantly. You don't actually win that fight. Like, you shouldn't try to take that fight with the Reaper. Just run at that point. Like, the Reaper's gonna hit shift, and you're not gonna be able to trade efficiently. Because the Reaper's never gonna let you kill him if he's a good Reaper. So it's not really worth it to try to 1v1 the Reaper. Because if the Reaper gets the phase off, then you're kind of screwed no matter what. Yeah, I mean, colors definitely look washed out, but I don't know what that's from. It's definitely good though for you to be like blocking damage. I mean, the whole point of Mei, I think, is just to be annoying, not really to try to get kills. Like, just the fact that you exist is annoying enough for this Reaper. Another thing you can do, or that you should do when you're playing Mei, is like try to count how many like bullets or how many shots someone shoots at you. This is like, I guess, like a more advanced tip, but if you're playing against a Reaper, like Reaper has 6 shots in his clip. So if you like wait until he shoots 5 and then you start taking a fight with him, he can't actually fight you back and he has to reload. And you can kind of like abuse that against heroes with clips that you can easily count, like Junkrat, like Pharah. So while keeping your matrix up is good, if you can like find that opening where he only has 1 more shot left. Does he have 8? Maybe he has 8. It doesn't matter. Once you get to the end of the clip, you should pull out, you should get out of matrix so that the Reaper thinks that he can like 1v1 you or something, so that you can like abuse the fact that he can't possibly kill you without reloading. And it's like better for you to like try to force him to think that maybe he can win, but you know that he can't win because he doesn't have enough ammo in his clip. That's pretty good. I think you surprise him with how much damage you can do. I mean, D.Va does so much damage at close range, but her damage fall off is so high because the spread on her gun is crazy. Bad zoning ult. How'd you get the McCree? What the fuck? I'd probably go chase that Reaper if I were you. You don't need to charge there at all. Like, the fact that you block the whole hog there is good enough. There's like no reason for you to like try to 1v1 him. Like, you're never gonna win the 1v1. So don't even bother charging in, because all it does is leave you open to take damage here. If you're trading whole hog for D.Va Matrix, like that's already a really good trade, and you've like essentially done your job as a teammate there. You don't need to like go deeper or like try to make more out of it. When you're damaged and there's no fight going on, should you ever take a health pack? No. I mean, in general, you wanna not get health packs. I mean, 9 times out of 10 you don't want to get health packs in this game unless you need to, but knowing the difference between when you need to and when you don't is definitely a thing. What rank is this? Platinum, I think? Doesn't show his icon at the bottom. It might be a bug. I mean, he's playing D.Va really well. Like, he's not doing anything wrong. It's just like some mistakes are like big mistakes, and you don't. I mean, every mistake is a mistake, right? And like the less mistakes you make, the more games you'll win. So it doesn't really matter like how. That's pretty good. Good trade. Plat again. Plat is 2.5 to 3, I think. What does zoning mean? Zoning means like you use an ult to force the enemy team to like change their positioning. Like you care more about the enemy's position than anything else. So if you use an ult to force them into a new position or like a less advantageous position, then that's like zoning. It's like you pop the D.Va ult so you can force them to like go hide or not push out or do whatever. It's like an ult that's not really going to get kills, but will slow down the enemy team or like force them to move differently. What up, Chula Vista? My boy. Yeah, there's zoning suicide. I mean, you can call anything a zoning ult sometimes. I mean, there's a difference between an actual zoning ult and like a feeding zoning ult, but fine. High Noon basically a zoning ult? Yeah. I mean, you want to get kills with High Noon now, but before the patch, she was definitely... Alright, you need to worry about this Reaper behind you. And I'd be trying to focus on getting that health pack there. You can't really ignore that Reaper because you're just going to wind up feeding away your mech suit. I don't know that you really had a good option there other than maybe man fight the Reaper until you can force him to phase out, but you need to start getting health packs in this situation. Like your teammates are getting eaten by the Widowmaker, and I don't know if you knew that they were getting eaten by the Widowmaker, but the second that you heard the Widowmaker, you should have just went straight for her instead of worrying about anyone else that's playing right now. Like all your job is, like sometimes when you're playing games, all that matters is that you like effectively counter the hero that you need to counter. So it's like most games that you're playing D.Va, there's not really a hero that you need to like shut down per se. Like sometimes you'll play against a Pharah and you'll like worry about killing barrages, or you'll play against a Zarya and maybe you're trying to eat her ult or like stop damage from the Tracer ult or the Zarya ult combos. And sometimes like a High Noon will come and you'll be like, all right, I need to go eat that High Noon, and like that's when D.Va is really, really good. But like general skirmishes, there's not many times where you have a priority target to go for because there's not many heroes that D.Va can obviously kill. So like, but Widow is probably the exception. Like if they have a Widowmaker, you should definitely be trying to like get on the Widowmaker and like make sure the Widowmaker is not able to perform her function. Because like you have to think about it in terms of trades. Like if you're shutting down the Widowmaker, it's probably better for your team than if you're like getting kills. As long as the Widowmaker is not in the game, your team has more space. You have a pretty good lineup for damage, like even without you. You have like Reaper, Roadhog, Mei, and Zenyatta. Like all those heroes can effectively do a shit ton of damage. And the enemy team is running a single healer, so like they're kind of at a massive disadvantage to begin with. But if you're trading yourself for the Mei or the Widowmaker, then that's fine. But right now you should only be focused on killing this Widowmaker. Everything else is kind of supplementary.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like right now, whatever you're doing is wrong. Like you need to just be going on a flank route, go find out where you want to be, but you need to get on the Widow. Like all this random skirmishing here isn't even worth it because you're not killing the Widowmaker. You need to like identify your role when you're playing and make sure that you perform that role, I guess, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, I don't know where the Widowmaker is right now, or if she's even shooting, but... Or even if they have Widowmaker at this point. Maybe they don't even have one. Surprised that they got that kill. Oh, they still have Widowmaker. What? The Widowmaker just let you do that? You know, that's a pretty good ult anyway. I think we're gonna lose your suit. You probably would have died if you didn't ult there. I'd be surprised if they didn't switch off the Widowmaker though. The enemy team, I mean. You're doing a good job of living. Like, you haven't fed a lot. Good. Maybe D.Va's pretty strong at this rank, or just lower ranks in general, like lower than Masters and stuff. It's just super annoying to deal with. It also combos decently well with Mei. This Blizzard is just good stuff. I think if you meleeed there, you might have actually gotten that kill. Why is this Tracer letting you kill you? I feel like you actually would have killed that McCree, but it doesn't matter. That's just an aim thing. He should be meleeing. He was meleeing the last time he boosted into people, but I haven't really seen him boost into people in this thing. I mean, 9 times out of 10, you want to cancel your charge with a melee as D.Va.
I got my ult, so I mean, let's just get that shit back.
I like your random BM to the enemy team. You just said, why go Widow? And then you're like tilting the enemy team at the same time. That's a legitimate strat. Need to figure out what's closest to you right now, though. I would have probably ulted here already on the point, because you're having a really hard time doing anything. Like, you have to get in, but you don't really want to get in because you're playing D.Va against Zarya and stuff. Just gonna feed ult. Like, I'm curious as to why you wouldn't use your ult there. You kind of held it, but again, you should just be trying to kill this Widowmaker. Everything else is like a waste of time. Have an ego problem? Don't we all, dude? But I think you could have definitely popped your ult twice, at least by now. Like, sitting on it's way too long. The second that they pop sound barrier, you should just ult on the point to like force them to think about it. You're like, you want to make them be like, oh shit, there's a D.Va ult, but they don't really think about the D.Va ult because they're thinking too hard about the sound barrier that just went off on themselves. You can like kind of change the way that they want to play by just popping your ult. What up, Unreal? I did cut my hair. Do I look cleaner? Do I look like less of a hobo now? Major Kappa. But yeah, dude, you definitely want to play mind games. I'm not saying go shit talk your teammates or shit talk the enemy rather, but it's definitely a legitimate thing if you can keep calm. Like, if you can personally shit talk the enemy team and not flip them out, like make them angry, you don't get angry, then it's good. But if you talk shit and then you get angry, that's really bad. Oh god. That was good. Break for the health pack. Break for the health pack. You just made space there. Like, the Reaper emptied his clip and didn't do anything. Then your teammates killed the Reaper because the Reaper had no bullets loaded. Like, that's kind of the focus of D.Va, is just to be annoying. It's not even really to get kills, it's just to be that annoying hero. That's a really good bop. What? Oh, the Lucio. I thought you bopped him. I was like, what just happened? Yeah, Sombra's ultimate ability is just a massive BM in chat. This is an interesting VOD though, because I don't really watch much D.Va. Or like, I don't play much D.Va. Look at your crosshair. You're like bopping back and forth. You can be closer here. Like, I would say you can go up and you need to like abuse the hero. And I keep saying this for a lot of people. Like, I think I watched someone's VOD where they played Mei. I think it was Ninju. If you have a hero that can take a lot of damage, like, go take a lot of damage. Does that make sense? Don't play so passively when you have control of ults or like just of the point and stuff, because your hero can eat 500 damage and 400 of it is armored. Like, go get in people's faces, make them fight you, and then use your defense matrix to survive. Like, don't 1v1 the Zarya, obviously, but like that Lucio, you could have just charged in there. The McCree and the Reaper, you can kind of take a 1v1 with, as long as it's controlled and you don't get like dumpstered. But you want to be using your health pool, like, on every hero. And that goes for tanks, that goes for, I mean, not McCree's and stuff, like 200, sub 200 health heroes, you don't want to do that because you'll probably just die. But on tanks, you want to constantly be taking damage, because the more damage you take, the better your, like, supports are, because they'll get ults. Like, right now, yeah, like, you see that Widow? Just go kill her. Like, everything else you're doing, I guess your teammates are doing it, but you're being really passive right now for no reason. Like, they're going to swarm you eventually, it's just a matter of time. Like, I think you're focusing too much on getting that ult off, but that ult's not really that good unless you have like a graviton or something to back it up. Lucio saved you, and then your ult was actually really good because it stopped them from fighting you. Like, it slowed down the fight for a little while. But I would say you can definitely get away with being more aggressive.
from behind you guys.
Classic taunt for information. How'd you not get bopped there? That was good. Work on your aim, but I mean that's not something I even want to go into, because I think you could have killed that D.Va and that Reaper for sure in the time that you had to shoot them. What's the best strategy for gold or low plat? Yeah, duo or triple Q. I mean that's the best strat for every Q. If you actually want your SR to go up, just party up.
Yeah, just let me know.
Yeah, duo Q Reaper Ana is good. I mean that's normal, Guinea, that your tracking gets messed up when you're up close. That's most people. I mean that's why aiming's hard at high ranks generally. I feel like that's one of the hardest parts about aiming, I think, is close range engagements. But you want to get better at that, like that's definitely a skill to have. You could probably ult in this courtyard right now and just force them to have to do something, because they're kind of just doing whatever they want. And you have to like somehow convince your entire team to get on the point and stuff, which is not easy. And like that ult's cute and all, but it's not that good. Like you've done that exact same ult like 2 or 3 times now, and it's like, it's good if there's a fight going on the point, but if there's not a fight going on the point, then it's not really that strong. It's also pretty weak just because they can just walk off the point and get it. You're probably better off ulting into the courtyard just to force them onto the point and then kill them when they get on the point. When I play McCree, am I finding close range left click, but long range I am awful? How to improve? I don't know, just play more. Like that's kind of the way to get better at everything. I mean, it sounds like an obvious answer, but the more you aim, the better you'll get. I don't know, that wasn't bad though. I think you just need to work on like being more aggressive when you have control of the objective, and then work on just placing your ults better, because you don't want to put them places where they can just easily dodge a corner or something. Like the team can just turn a corner and your ult's not going to hit them, then it's just not going to hit them. As you get higher into like higher ranks, if you're playing D.Va, you're going to have a hard time getting ults off. Like people are never going to fall for that above diamond. The only way you get ult kills with D.Va ult above like diamond is surprise or combos. So if you're not doing those things, then you're gonna have a hard time. But yeah, that's all I got.